Hey everyone, Shebim here and welcome back to another WrestleMania Advent Calendar match. We're getting closer and closer now to WrestleMania, only a couple of weeks away. And it's looking interesting, isn't it? There are some interesting matches together. This one didn't really fill me full of much intrigue, I must admit, because this is a match that we've seen over and over and over again now for quite a few weeks, and we've seen the championship change hands quite a few times, and it just feels like we're going to see the same thing over and over again, unless Finn turns up at Mania as Demon, but there's no real use to him doing that, is there, really? I mean, if there was something big going on and Finn needed to dig deep, then the Demon could come out, but if he just randomly dresses up as Demon for Mania, I just don't think it's going to fit or make sense. I don't know, we'll have to see what happens, I suppose. Because he didn't, like, obviously the big match he had a Rumble against Brock Lesnar, the Demon wasn't there then. That would have been one that I would have expected him to paint up for. There was rumours of Balor taking on The Undertaker. That would have been perfect for the Demon gimmick, but again, not the case. So it's a bit disappointing. Like I said, I'm not overly excited for this match. For me, it's just another match we've seen on Raw for the last few weeks. And yeah, we've seen Finn beat Lashley and Rush in handicap matches. We've seen him win singles matches. We've seen Lashley win singles matches. It's just very much the same thing over and over again. It's sort of like, if this was the match they were going to go with, that's no problem for me whatsoever. This is not a bad match to go with, but they should have built up to it rather than giving it over and over again. It's a bit like what I said the other day with the what was it, with the Daniel Bryan AJ Styles. I mean, that would have been an amazing WrestleMania match, Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles, but they've done it so many times leading up to Mania that it wouldn't have been special to have it at Mania anymore. So yeah, it's just, well, you know what I mean. I'm just a little bit disappointed this match is going to be exactly the same as what we've already been seeing in the past few weeks, but doesn't mean it's not going to be a good match. It's got every possibility of being a very good match. And Finn could walk away. Didn't Finn win the Intercontinental Championship at Mania last year, I'm pretty sure? Was it a triple threat match, maybe? Or Seth Rollins was in there, I think? Yeah. Vaguely remember something along them sort of lines. But still, we don't know anything about the Tag Team Championships yet either. Both the Raw and SmackDown Tag Team Championships don't seem to have any matches set for Mania yet. I'm very intrigued by Mania at the moment, as we see Bobby Lashley, the Intercontinental Champion, being accompanied to the ring by Lio Rush. Lashley the Beast. See, I would love to have seen Lashley versus Lesnar, to be honest, but hopefully that's going to be something they might see in the future moving forward. But my favourite part about WrestleMania is I like the fresh start after Mania. The sort of reset switch gets hit, but with the shake-up as well as new people coming from NXT as well. So I do like that, so it'll be interesting what happens with that. And just annoys me for some reason they're not having it the night after Mania anymore for some reason. They have it the week after. I don't quite know why, to be honest, but hey-ho, there we go. So there we go, Intercontinental Championship on the line. Bobby Lashley versus Finn Balor. For this one, for me, I've got no real idea which way this is going to go. I mean, it could go either way. I mean, in a lot of the matches at Mania, you can sort of tell which way it's going to go. You've sort of got a rough idea of what they might be thinking. But this one, I don't know, it seems a bit odd. I mean, I would love for Finn to walk away from Mania with the Intercontinental Championship, and that way Lashley can concentrate on something else. But at the same time, the belt has changed hands a few times this year already, so I think having somebody take that belt and become a champion that holds it for a longer period of time would also be very good. For me, I don't think the belt necessarily suits Lashley. The Intercontinental Championship has always been known as the belt held by probably the better wrestlers in the company. And the Main Event Championship has always been held by the better characters, if that makes sense. And I just feel like Finn might be a better fit for this championship. But yeah, it could be something that they hold on with Lashley for. I said before I would like to see Lashley feud with Lesnar. I think that'd be a very interesting match. Two big powerhouses, both from MMA backgrounds. So I'm not quite sure what the plan is for this one, but for me, I think Finn to SmackDown would be nice as well, actually. In the shake-up, that'd be really nice. The bell goes, then we are underway, and Lashley straight away showcasing his strength by just pressing Finn Balor above his head and dropping him face first. And now a big knee strike to the side of the face of Finn as well. Finn rolls back up to his feet, sending Lashley against the ropes and into a sling blade very early on the match. So yeah, as I've been saying with the previous match as well, let me know what you think is going to happen in the comment section down below. What do you think about this match? Who do you think is going to win and why? And are you looking forward to this match? That's the question as well. Are you really looking forward to this match? Is it something that you are looking forward to seeing, or is it just a match that's on the card and you'll watch it because of that? Does that make any sense? Am I making any sense at the moment? I'm recording so many videos at the moment, to be honest with you, that I don't think my head's working at all. There's the pin by Finn Balor. Referee incredibly slow to get down, and only a 1 count. Finn brings Lashley back up to his feet. Into the corner. Lashley with an elbow catching Finn. Sending Finn into the corner. Nice clothesline to the back of the head. Lashley now drags Finn into the middle of the ring and just deadlifts him up onto the shoulder for the running power slam. Wow, only a 1 count. High impact maneuver though. Finn, nice clothesline, taking Lashley straight out of his boots. There's the pin. Not enough. Not even a 1 count. Yeah, so it'd be interesting this match. I'd say it's a bit of a dud one for me. It doesn't really fill me. I mean, I like Finn Balor, but this match doesn't really fill me full of too much intrigue. I want to see Finn back in the main event picture, to be honest with you. And I feel like I said earlier on, I think SmackDown might be the best place for him. However, there has been rumour of Lesnar going to SmackDown after Mania, so I would probably... Well, I want anyone to avoid Lesnar, to be honest. As long as... I think they should just use Lesnar as Lesnar. Use Lesnar as somebody who comes in as a prize. Somebody who comes in to create good matches. He doesn't need a championship, Lesnar. I mean, I know it makes sense for him to go after championships, but I feel like he should just turn up every 3 or 4 months and take on somebody and have a decent match with them, rather than just holding the championship and squashing people for 18 months, because that's been incredibly boring. Finn just clotheslines Lashley to the outside. Got to follow him out there as well now. And Lio Rush getting right in the middle. There's the Hurricanrana. Lio Rush attacking Finn Balor. And that is a disqualification victory for Finn Balor. However, because of championship's advantage, Bobby Lashley retains the championship. That is a weird finale. Lashley did not seem happy. However, it's interesting because of the fact that Lashley would keep the belt. And this is a possibility. I mean, the game's thrown a real spanner in the works here. It hasn't given us a winner either way. But at the same time, it has shown us a possibility of what could happen at Mania. I mean, if it was to get to a point where it wasn't looking good for Lashley, there's no reason why Lio Rush couldn't interfere and do this. He could interfere, he could attack Finn. Finn could get the victory by disqualification, and Lashley walks away with the belt. It's a very possible actual idea. Not something I actually considered at all, but it is a clever idea, and something we could see at WrestleMania. So, the game has spoken. The game believes that Finn will win this match by disqualification, which means he does not become the Intercontinental Champion. Which could be an interesting way of doing it, because that way that way Lashley continues on, holding on to his Intercontinental Championship and hopefully getting a bit of a decent reign behind him. And Finn Balor wins the match and gets a little bit of momentum, I suppose. But either way, there we go. I hope you've enjoyed this one. It was a bit of a weird one, wasn't it? But, of course, if you have enjoyed it, please do hit a like and, of course, subscribe if you want to see some more. I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you much for watching. I will see you again tomorrow for another match on our WrestleMania Advent Calendar. Bye.